Alright YouTube, so I'm bringing you guys a discussion video for Fallout 76, kind of a negative one in a lot of ways, because I'm talking about some things I don't like about the game, and so we're just going to get right into it. First up, the updates for this game have seemed pretty pointless. I don't even know what it is that they're actually fixing with these updates. We've had, since the game came out, the beta came out, it's 45 gigabytes, we've had two 45 gigabytes roughly updates for this game, and everything still feels the exact same since like the Greenbrier event. It seems like the same exact problems, frame rate issues, stuttering, and now it's to the point that my game freezes. Like this happened since the last update, since we've been playing the past two beta dates. Like the game will actually freeze to the point that I have to kill the app and restart and get back into the game world and join up with my friends again. Like, I'm entirely confused as to why there are such massive updates for the beta and nothing seems to have changed. And what are they even doing? Like, usually when there's updates to a game, whether it's a beta or the full game, you can look at the patch notes and exactly what they are fixing, and I've yet to see that. Maybe that exists. Maybe I'm just not seeing that, whatever it is. But, like, what exactly are they doing to this game to require 45 gigabyte downloads, and nothing seems any different, if not maybe even worse? Because if you guys watch my first impressions video, some of my complaints were the frame rate issues we've had since the beginning of this game, but also that the game would kind of freeze for just a few seconds, and then it would catch back up and you could continue playing. But now it's freezing to the point that it just freezes, and I have to kill the game and start it over. That's a big problem. It's very, very frustrating, especially when we're playing a beta that has a very limited time. Moving on from the technical stuff, because that's issues that a lot of people out there have, pretty much everybody. I don't know about you guys, but I'm out here struggling for stim packs in this game. I don't know if this is like a gameplay thing that they want, if they want you to be using like the cooking and crafting and stuff to make your own ways to heal outside of stim packs, but I'm out here on the struggle bus when it comes to stim packs, and I don't know if it's just me. I know the other people in my group are struggling out here too. It's not just me, at least with my group of people that I play with, but I wonder if that's like a more wide issue. Is like everybody else out there struggling to find stim packs? Because if you guys watch my gameplay, both Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, I loot just about everything, and I still barely ever come across stim packs. Because to me, the lack of stim packs makes it feel like they want you to get involved in the crafting and the cooking of the game, which is a hindrance. It's like, that's not allowing me to roleplay the way I want to, because it's pretty much forcing your hand to take perks or whatever to make your food and waters like give you more HP, because otherwise they're not going to heal you as much and you have limited stim packs as it is. Another small but frustrating thing in this game that I've heard people talk about since I believe the Greenbrier event is you cannot loot outfits off of dead bodies, whereas in all the other Fallout games you could. Like you come across, I don't know, a Legion in New Vegas or like a Raider in Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, whatever outfit or clothing they're wearing, Raider armor they're wearing, you can loot that and take that and wear it, but you can't do that in this game. You come across like a dead responder, you're not going to be able to take their outfit. Come across a dead Raider, come across a dead fire breather guy, whatever, like any kind of like faction-based person or just any general settler, you cannot take their outfit, which is strange. I don't understand that, because they're putting a definite emphasis on the outfits this time around, because you're allowed to wear outfits over your armor, which is pretty cool, because they have some decent outfits in this game that you can put over your armor, and you come across a dead body that has a cool outfit, and for whatever reason, you're not allowed to take it off the dead body, which you could do in previous Fallout games. I just don't even know why they made that decision. One of the other things I have a very big issue with is the fact that we can only have so many things stored in our stash. There's a 400-pound weight limit. This is something that none of us were even aware about. I believe P. even told us that there's not a limit as far as he knew. And that's very, very frustrating, for one, because they want you to like go out, farm resources, gather resources, break them down and craft things at your camp or whatever. But then if there's a limit on the amount of things you can have in your stash, there's a limit on the amount of resources that you can have, which is like kind of defeating the purpose of actually gathering resources. Because I absolutely enjoy going out, questing, looting places, come back to my camp and break them down, and having the resources to craft and build whatever I want, whenever I want to. But when you put a limit on the amount of things I can have stored in my camp, it kind of defeats all of that. Not to mention, like, when we come across badass, like, weapons and armor later on in the game that you want to keep, or come across weapons or armor that you can't even use yet because you're not high enough level, that's also going to take up a lot of your inventory space, because guns are going to weigh like 5 to 10 pounds, same thing with armor. Like, depending on the armor, it's going to be kind of heavy. That's going to take up a lot of that 400 pounds, and then you're going to have to get rid of resources somehow. Like, you have to give it to somebody else, trade it off, sell it or whatever, which is frustrating, man. Because I've spent a lot of my time gathering junk and breaking it down to be able to craft stuff, and just recently learned about the weight limit that we have on our stash, and it's probably a multiplayer thing. If every person could have an unlimited amount of things stored in their stash, it'd probably be kind of strenuous on the servers at some point, but still, it's just kind of, it's annoying. We're not used to that with the Fallout games, because you can store as much stuff as you want in any container. And last up for this video is something I haven't seen anybody discuss or talk about at all, is the lack of a local map. Now, I realize the map is completely different this time around. We do not have a Pip-Boy map. We have almost like a tourist map of West Virginia that has like pictures and stuff all over it. But still, the local map is something I use a lot in the Fallout games, especially when I'm kind of around buildings and locations like cities. I pull it out to see if there's any like doors that I'm missing. And when I get into a location and I explore it as in depth as I think I have, I feel like I've explored everything in that, like building, whatever. I pull up the local map to see if there's any places I haven't gone, any like faded out hallways, faded out rooms that I never actually explored. That way I know if I've explored the place fully. And we don't have that with this game, where it's actually like desperately needed because we have very big locations this time around. Like I was in Morgantown, like high school. I've explored that place 2 or 3 times now, and just recently learned about a whole section of the school I never explored with like a gymnasium and all kinds of other shit. Like I missed that, and that's because I don't have a local map. And I don't know if it's something that they'll ever add to the game. I don't even know why it's not in the game. Again, I know the map's different this time around, but why can't we have a local map on our Pip-Boy still? And there's other things I could talk about, like the AI still needing work. I still come across T-posing Scorched. I still come across enemies that stand there and let me just kill them. Enemies glitch through the map and stuff all the time when I kill them, so I can't loot them. That's the other stuff I could talk about. But these are the main things I wanted to discuss in this video, these 5 things, I think. And I feel like I gotta say this in every video because there's always that person in the comments. I like this game. I enjoy playing this game. I have fun playing this game. I can criticize the game and still enjoy it. This isn't me hating on Fallout 76. It doesn't get a pass because it's the beta. This is literally the point of the beta, is to point out flaws with the game so they can fix it. I'm not sure why that point goes over so many people's heads, man. Like, we're supposed to criticize the game so that they can fix it before launch. That's the point of why we're playing the beta. Either way, guys, that's the video. Let me know your thoughts below. What are some things that you dislike about Fallout 76 if you've been playing it since the beta started? And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, turn on notifications, follow me on Twitter at TheDashingDavid, at my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby, or at least less like a child. Give me serenity, or at least